the last meeting are allowed back in. I have no option if we want to get this agreement signed. However, they must understand there is a trespass warning. They are not allowed to be on the property for 1 year. If they do come in, they must understand there are consequences. I am not personally inviting them. If they wish to invite them, fine. I want to get this agreement done and over with. That is what I thought everybody did. Evidently, not true, sorry. But that's up to them if they want to bring them in. So we can get this agreement signed. Thank you.
Madam Chair, with the understanding that you were wrong, you said that we would not sign the agreement. That is wrong. No one ever said that. We just said that the issue at hand was the two people being allowed in here. I would like the understanding by this board, meaning that when they come in, they will have no legal action taken by them, unless they break rules. Is that correct?
They come in, if there is a legal trespass warning against them, there is nothing I can do legally. There are consequences, so that's entirely up to you, and that's the end of it. I would like to carry on.
But you're saying that if they come in, they can still be arrested. Is that correct?
Mr. Jobin, as you know, I would like to get this over with.
What's he got to do with it? We're talking up here.
Excuse me.
Mr. Hamilton, I would like this to go through.
You want me to leave?
So there is a okay, no, darling, you haven't done anything. There is a motion on the floor.
Listen, if they want to come
No,
in,
there is no
just let
motion,
them
there's no
in.
second.
Just let them
Don't
in.
go any further till we deal with the issue at hand.
Just let them in, please.
Go ahead. I cannot let them in, or I'm condoning.
You've already
Going against the law.
because you said.
Okay, I
that
motion that we
email.
allow the two gentlemen in the room, please.
Rick.
Okay, here's what the bottom line is, madam. Are you gonna let them in held harmless or not?
No, sir.
Hmm?
What did you say, Jim? I'm sorry. Would you like to come up to the podium?
Excuse me, I have my light on.
So why?
Um,
I just want to please get this moved on, so please, let's work together. If we let them in for this meeting and they behave this meeting, then let's do that today. Because we need
Okay.
to motion, we need to get on to the important,
Let me tell you something.
business.
If they come in, then we are all violating the law because there is a trespass warning
You
against
violated the
them.
law, ma'am. This
First off,
board did
y'all-
not give any action
Attorney
for you to do what you did.
Y'all aren't violating the law, they come in at their own peril.
Thank
That's
you.
not how
That I will
trespass
agree.
works.
But we can hold them harmless for this meeting.
This is a criminal action, you can't, this is up to this is.
What was a criminal act, Mr. Counselor? This board never condoned that action.
I don't disagree with you, but you cannot, look, you can't practice law and determine what
No.
the state attorney's office or sheriff's office does in a particular criminal act. The victim of the crime, so to speak, would be the board or the chairperson. However, once the action's taken, it is up to the authorities to decide whether or not they're gonna pursue anything.
But that action could not be ratified today by this board.
The board didn't ratify it, I agree, I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
So,
The action was taken by the chairperson.
okay, now the chairperson then would have the power to say that they can come in.
The chairperson could go to the sheriff's office and ask them to withdraw the trespass
And I
warrant.
think that if that's what had to happen, we give ample notice. It wasn't until the 11th hour last night that we received notice from the chairperson that she was gonna institute such action, and I still don't know how, of her own volition, she could go to the sheriff's office and get information without this board's.
But that's between those people and her, not this
Well,
board.
As far as I'm concerned, if those two people are not in this room, then I cannot go any further.
She took the action solely on herself, and it's always been the bylaws that the board does not act alone, one commissioner acts as a board.
Well, assume for argument's sake that you're correct. Then her action is at her own peril. If you bring the people in, that's between them and her. It has nothing to do with the board. So the fact of the matter is, they can come in, and if she acted improperly, she's subject to the responsibilities of the action she took. This board has not voted to agree with that action, so therefore, the board has not taken any action regarding this. The board has nothing to do with this. It's between the chairperson and the two individuals. If they want to seek any kind of action, that's up to them.
No, they
But
want to
I
see
am correct that they will come in under their own peril since there is a criminal charge.
There's a trespass warning, it's just like anything else. You act under your own peril. That doesn't mean anything will happen.
Okay, well, this board has no problem in them coming in today. If that, we can get a 3-1 vote on that, I'd be happy, and I would go further.
I would like the
Blackmail.
chairperson to rescind the order of the sheriff's department. Yes,
You
she
can't make
can.
an individual do something.
This
That's up
is
to
the
her.
first time in history that we've ever did this to any people, when we just all witnessed her own husband blurting out the statement.
Yes, but even if you voted and told her to do it, she doesn't have to do it. It's not within the purview of the board. You're acting as an individual person. Now, again, it's subject to her own peril. So the point is, the board can take whatever action you want. That doesn't make someone have to do that particular action.
I might add, Andy, the only reason I was kind enough to send an email was because Commissioner Giammarco, who is Clement's brother-in-law, and works
Is that
together,
against
so
the law?
they see each other daily. Excuse me, there's no interruption. They see each
Whatever.
other daily. Actually sent him an email, you could walk across the room, sent him an email inviting him, that's inciting. Then, not an hour later, Commissioner Fagan did the same thing. At 11 o'clock last night, the same thing happened. Only, of course, I was told the Redcoats have gone back to England, and I understood. But
That your lesson?
they can come at their own peril. If there is a 3-1 vote, that's, if somebody wants to make a motion, that's fine.
I make a motion they be allowed into this meeting.
Second.
Motion is on the floor, that they are allowed to come back at
Is
their own
it
peril.
this meeting?
Mhm.
Any meeting.
Oh,
Well, then you don't need me here.
Madam Chair,
Would you,
You-
cut, please,
you-
taping, taping.
by you,
Need a
did
bit
you
of
adjourn the
media
meeting?
circus.
You better not tape unless you have a second.
Thank you. Thank you, dear.
You better. By your order.
Can the chairperson sign the agreement?
No.
It has to be.
Has to be an action of the board.
That's crazy. Mr. Collins, no, it's court, we don't have a meeting. You ever see anything like this in the county?
Dave,
all I wanna do is just
Jim, you know we wanted to sign it.